I love writing letters. Writing letters can be an enthralling experience for both the writers and readers. Writing letters to someone is like sending a piece of your heart. It's very special. If I think about what makes my life beautiful, my answer will always be the art of writing letters and traveling. During my days at the university, while I was pursuing my master's, is when I discovered chain cards. This concept of chain cards can be very exciting for someone who loves to write and to travel at the same time. To travel around the world and explore its places is a soul filling dream for someone who loves to travel. What if I tell you that you can travel around the world from your home? Yes, you heard that right. Here's how it's done. Ta-da! Chain cards! If you are wondering how to do it, here we go.
Chain cards, as the name suggests, is one postcard that goes from one country to another, traveling, like along a route and comes back home. So I'm just going to give you an example. A group is formed, right? And probably 5 to 6 people, depending on the size of the card and the number of stamps, and there'll be a commonly decided and fixed route, and then what stamps and leaves will be decided, and then we will commence the chain card. Place where everyone can talk and know what's happening, and we'll fix a route. Like for example, say we decide that the card starts from Pakistan, goes to India, then Sri Lanka, Australia, and then circles back to Pakistan. So every card will come back home by traveling through every other country. So all 4 of the group members will send out a card from their home country. It will travel along the same route, touch every other person, and get back to the place of origin.
Chain cards, as fun as it sounds with enormous themes, it also has its own set of cons. I'm sure until now we enjoyed the fun aspect of chain cards. Now it's the time to know its drawbacks.
First time when I first did it, it actually was a difficult process for me. And secondly, the second biggest disadvantage that I found was when you are selling your own chain card, you have to calculate how much space each stamp will take. So I've seen a lot of people actually mention items price for each stamps, and even though that's a great idea, but what happens is there's lack of communication. There's a language barrier, obviously. So I'm talking about international chain cards. I've not done a national one, but I've done international. I've done a couple of them, and so there's a barrier that comes in, the language barrier, the communication barrier. So these people don't really understand that even though you've written their country's name, that they have to stick their stamps there. So it can happen, but if your group is really nice, they can be very, very cooperative. So I've faced that a couple of times. Like I've had a great group and I've got back my chain card. And the thing is, in the start, like I didn't realize that the stamps are going to take so much space. So I had to print my own postcard, which is bigger than normal size. So I had a doubt whether the postal system will actually accept that or not, but it did. I've done a medical theme postcard, chain card, and then I've also done food theme one. But the thing was, I sent out the food theme one thrice, and my first destination was Turkey, and it never got there. So that's a thing. So it's with any kind of mail basically. So it's not only chain cards, but any kind of mail. There is a chance that it might not reach, and especially now that you're doing it with 5 people, So there are chances that if there is one link that doesn't work well, so in my case it was India to Turkey, it didn't work well. So all the cards came to me and I sent it forward, and none of them reached. So at the end of the time, there were four different other people who were doing their part. I was doing my part, and then the fifth person never received it. So here it is based on trust. The said person said that never received it, so it is possible that they didn't, because we trust them. But it's also possible that they're just lazy not to send it forward. So it all depends on what kind of group you get. Chain cards are done mainly between strangers, because you have to find people following the same theme in different countries. Another thing being, for chain cards, if you're having 4 to 5 members, you should have 4 to 5 copies of that stamp. So today you can't wake up and be like, I want to do a chain card today and that's it, and it'll be done tomorrow. So a lot of us don't store stamps in that many multiple quantities. So tomorrow if you want to do that stamp, you need to get that theme stamps available in multiple quantities. So that's been one of the biggest barrier for me, because I want to do a lot of chain cards, but then I don't have that many stamps, and not everyone lives near a post office, so a philatelic bureau, so you don't get that many stamps around. And I did a medical theme postcard because that's what my main theme of collection is, and I don't think I would want to do, like, food was one of my themes too, but then I had a bad experience. So theme cards were interesting. It's interesting, and everybody should try them at once. And a lot of people collect these chain cards because, like, it's basically a single piece of paper having all the stamps of your theme, and it's a pretty thing. And so everybody should try it once, but it's not really everybody's cup of tea or interest. Just like every other thing in the world, there are some people who will not like it, there are some people who will, and I'm not a person who really wants to invest my time into it, because even though it's a great form of collecting stamps, it's a great form of communicating with people, but it requires a lot of coordination, and it requires a lot of trust on multiple postal systems. And someone who can't keep up with knowing, that if my card would make to the next destination, someone who might have an anxiety about it might not feel as excited, or as not treated as a fun activity. And I think hobbies and things like that should be more fun and less stressful. So chain card is one of the according to me, these are all my thought process. According to me, it's more on the stressful side compared to postcards and other mail items. So it just depends on a person. So I've just pointed out certain negative points, thinking that there'll be others who will be pointing out the positive ones. So obviously there are a lot of positive points, but these are what I found to be negative. And
We have seen how to make a chain card, the good and the bad. It is also important to see how people enjoy this hobby.
Been using chain cards for the past 2 years. So this actually started off as a one-time thing, but now this is like my full-time hobby. The time that I started using chain cards was actually the time the internet started booming. Every single person had Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. So I actually felt there was no real connection between people. So that was the time my cousin from the US introduced me to this concept of chain cards. I was very fascinated about this concept in the first go. So when I first sent her a postcard from Chennai to the US, I was very happy to see how real and special it felt to send someone a postcard rather than sending them a text or a DM. Even though I've been using chain cards for the past 2 years, I really got into the habit of using them frequently only after the quarantine period. I think it was the same scenario for a lot of people around the globe, because that's how I found my recent chain of friends who I send chain cards to every single month without fail. Since I've also started traveling for work, it's been easy to go to different places and collect different postcards and send it to my friends across India, and also a couple of them across the globe. So if you think chain cards is very technical and very time consuming, it's not. It's only a couple of steps that you have to do. The procedures are available online, and it's not time consuming at all. If you compare the time that you spend on Instagram and Facebook, this is nothing. You can actually acquire a lot of friends from across India and across the globe through this. So in total, I feel chain cards is a very productive, very informative and fun hobby to have. In the future, we all have to use postcards, chain cards and letter writing, because I feel those aspects of life are not seen more nowadays, because people are much interested in their mobile phones. People should be more real with other people. Everything should happen in real life is what I feel.
There are people in everyone's life who deserves more than a WhatsApp text or an email. Postcards or travel cards are special and they are forever.